Welcome to Fantasy Victory Now. I'm Mike Durkin with our expert Paul Charchian. And Paul, LeGarrette Blount had a little bit of a coming out party.
Yeah.
What should we expect from LeGarrette Blount going forward? And should Le'Veon Bell owners be worried with his workload?
Well, I mean, we knew that Blount was going to get carries, and we knew that Blount was going to be a guy who would ultimately end up getting a lot of goal line work, carries inside the 5. It's not it's not really that close to an even split. It's just more that there's such different runners. Le'Veon Bell looks like the most elusive, tough tackle in the NFL this year. And then you come back with the hard-pounding, straight-ahead running of LeGarrette Blount, and it's a pretty good 1-2 punch. So if you're a Bell owner, I think you're still happy because Bell's been so dynamic. He's catching passes. He's making tacklers miss. He's scoring. You just know that he's going to yield some carries and some touchdowns to LeGarrette Blount, and you're just going to have to live with that.
Well, Jacksonville burned the red shirt of Blake Bortles that they anticipated. And
remember when that was going to go a year?
That was going to go a full year, apparently.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And by 1 year, we meant 3 weeks. 2.5 weeks.
The Jaguars just didn't want press coverage, I guess.
Maybe that was it. Yeah.
And Teddy Bridgewater, it's Teddy time in Minnesota after the injury to Matt Castle. But who do you like going forward as the better rookie quarterback, Bridgewater or Bortles?
Yeah, in redraft leagues, neither. I don't know they want to roster either guy in a redraft league. The only thing I think you get out of either one is probably that some come from behind opportunities for Blake Bortles. He's got a strong arm, and I see scenarios where they're down a lot early with what appears to be the NFL's worst defense, and then they're passing a lot. But good luck guessing when that's going to happen. And as for Teddy, he's got a lot more weapons around him, and I think periodically he will be fantasy startable, but probably not enough to keep on a roster. Now, looking forward for dynasty leagues and empire leagues, well, now I'm a lot more interested, and I'm especially interested in Teddy because you figure next year Adrian Peterson will be back every game, Cordero Patterson another year under his belt, and he's still young. Kyle Rudolph will be presumably healthy at that point, young. I mean, I think at that point I'm a lot more interested in Teddy Bridgewater because a year through development with both of those guys, I tend to gravitate to the guy who's got a lot more tools around him. And that's Teddy Bridgewater with Minnesota.
And he's going to be in that quarterback-friendly offense with Norv Turner as well.
Well, yeah, not that it's looked all that friendly so far, but yes, in theory, correct.
All right, so we talked about how Michael Floyd has passed Larry Fitzgerald for fantasy standards in Arizona, but Larry Fitzgerald just continues to underwhelm. Is he droppable?
Yeah, I'm not ready to drop him, in part because I don't think we've gotten a great read on this Arizona offense yet, because Carson Palmer's only played 1 game. Now, Palmer's probably going to be out for a little while, but it's still an opportunity for Larry Fitzgerald when Palmer get back to more what we're used to seeing from him. Now, clearly the downfield guy is going to be Michael Floyd, to a lesser extent John Brown, and Brown's also hurting Larry Fitzgerald a little bit too. But Fitzgerald remains a great goal line option. The huge catch radius that he always brings, and I still think that there are touchdowns to be had for Larry Fitzgerald this year. Now, I would not drop him.
All right, in Green Bay, Packers head coach Mike McCarthy called out Eddie Lacy, saying that Lacy just needed to step it up.
Yeah, play better.
Is Eddie Lacy still an elite first-round talent?
Yeah, I think he really is. And what fantasy owners, and understandably frustrated with Lacy, he hasn't scored, and he's put up just 34, 43, and 36 yards. He does need to play better, and I believe he will. He has faced 3 very good run defenses: the Seahawks, the Jets, and the Lions. Those teams right now rank 6th, 1st, and 4th against the run. But here comes Chicago and Minnesota on the schedule. So I think he will return to what we had expected at the beginning of the year, beginning this week.